Alright, boys, we have experience playing visual novels on stream, just saying. This might be complete cringe fiesta, or it could be fucking amazing. Just be ready for anything. Is this game vegan? No. No. Short answer, no. Long answer. Fuck no. Alright, boys. Oh shit, what is happening? Where do I go not to cover the senpai? Settings, always go to settings, full screen, master volume, music. I'm gonna bet that SFX is too loud, it's always too loud. Prioritize quality. Dude, what the fuck is this? Fucking PlayStation 4 Pro? Alright, new game, enter your name. Chicken Senpai. Should have called myself Karaage. Dude, what if I called myself McDonald's? What then? And we are here. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Dude, it's Shokugeki no Soma Season 4 prequel. Smack that clock up at them, throw the clock out the window, stay in bed forever. You slept through the school year and gave up on once in a lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Game over. You maybe not be cut out for this. I give up. Speedrun. We won. We won. Okay. Back to KC. Nice. Okay. Let's start again. I'm sorry. Okay. Chicken Senpai was just sucked at being alive. Okay, we're gonna call ourselves fried Senpai. Now that doesn't sound as funny. Let's call it what should it be? McDonald's? Give me a name, chat. I don't know how to spell that. You should have created yourself the net me, then regret it half an hour later. Enslaved oil, cheeky senpai. Chicken Junior. Or chicken sensei. That's it. That's what we need. We need a higher level. Okay, we're back. Mr. Chat, attempt number 2 at being alive. Let's go. You sleep softly, you wake up. Get up now, smack clock up at them. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Is there like an abbreviation here? UCSAL? No. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. It's here finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities. When you realize you're running late, you grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Okay, so we didn't die this time. Delicious, just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Yikes, you're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Is this a bad ending again? I'm gonna be sweaty. If I wasn't in a rush, I wouldn't be sweaty. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Academy. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Osanana Jimmy. Good morning, Chicken Sensei. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam, raised by master chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. What is this? Oh, that's the settings menu. I'm gonna lower the music just a little bit. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. Sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on the mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Pep talk your best friend, change the subject to school gossip. There is a lot of choices in this game, dude. And before we're triggering like flags bit by bit. Like we know we smell because we were in a rush. That might be a bad thing. It's definitely a bad thing. We smell like chicken sensei. Pep talk, I guess. I mean, let's be nice, boy. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares, I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower and that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? Zoardo! I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. Oh, I guess we're not being considered. Pepper hands. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you tug Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone snacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Whoa! Hey! It's Ashley! Oh my god. Your arch rival, she's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Ashley, hey! Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. I'm chicken sensei, okay? Can I right click? Is there a button to hide the text? Usually there is, but I guess not in this case. I was gonna look at the full art, but I don't know if it would fit on one screen. You leave chicken sensei shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. You can't stand Ashley, even her name is annoying. Whoa! You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than anyone. Also, it's Ashley and Ashley, so let's call her Ashley. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley. Hey, best friend, Van the Man has stopped. Wait, Van? Wasn't there a Van in Gachi? Has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. He was like, fuck you. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. A hum of Van. Oh, look at that face. She's crazy, dude. I'm a performance artist. You rang, kill me now. He doesn't have a shirt. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashlehehe and Van Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. Dude, I can see him bulging. With the first day of school about to start, there's just no time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Did he just fart? Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! Oh my god, a pop route. We hit the pop route, dude. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Pop as in like the dad, I guess? Pops? Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi Pop, I'm Chicken Sensei. Are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kinda cad? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in to keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Who's that on the picture on the left? Is that some Elon-chan? That's not Elon-chan, but some other like important person. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of class. Adorable. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL, so University Culinary Standing and Azur Lane. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof! What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. That's actually smart. So it's the dog because they're fucking cooking, and the dog will tell just by the smell what the food is like. Interesting. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly, someone close the window. Pop, shut the fuck up. And then he walks in. Oh! You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him, it's... If it isn't my favorite student, Harlane. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Doug, before he can finish his sentence. Please call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly the room is sweltering and swelling. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be sweaty sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before a faucet pit melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. I gotta increase the sound effects because they actually have sound effects. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with you, all your weird insults? Really weird insults. Besides, when Chicken Sensei sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Yeah, I look like I'm hard-boiled. Oh, yo, this looks like there will be more choices here later. What the heck? Besides, This looks like this will unlock another choice in the future. Yo, hold up. What is this? New Xiaomi? Is it a screen all around? Oh my god. It's an all around screen. What the fuck? Hey, that's sick, dude. Besides, when Chicken Sensei sweats is not gross, you turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy, howdy. This classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky Friar. Please use my handkerchief. Oh my gotcha base. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. Nice. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? Of course I'll take it. I'm not gonna pretend. Like, if they know I'm smelly, so I can either fix it or be an idiot and pretend that there's no problem. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. The creation of Adam, right? Like this. It's so beautiful, you hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. A chicken! Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food that you will eat. And while all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Fucking food wars that I told you. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Student. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss. Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue, you're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in the school, with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? It must be the McDonald's-kun. You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. In the what? I want to see that. Oh. Where the class burst into laughter. Oh, Clang, you rascal! Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. He's gonna pass out. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had the talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Beef treat, rubber ball, or chicken? I mean, I would say chicken because fucking KFC propaganda. Chicken, right? Or we give him a ball and he dies. You can't save? There is no saving! How do you save? That's not save, that's skip, right? Here, on the top right, that's skip. I want to try the rubber ball. Chad, what do you think? Beef treat? Like, there must be more to it. I feel like there will be like 5 secret endings in this game. Yeah, dating Sims without saving. Imagine Fate Stay Night, dude. Fucking 4 hours of scrolling. I'll go chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with the chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Oh my god, of course! Well, I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You lick it. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but paid no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Yeah, okay, dude. Settle down, young chefs, take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey, Chicken Sensei, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. Oh, come on, dude. Are we gay or are we going for childhood friend? Two good options. Chat, there is a lot of choices here, isn't there? I say we go for gachi base, dude. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat. I've only had two rules. Do all you can do. The best you can is the only way you ever get the feeling of accomplishment or of accomplishing something. That's so conspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled in your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz. Bob quiz? Yay, a quiz about me. I fucking knew. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knife sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Bob. Let's say extremely. Like, you should wash your hands. Do we want to do the good route or do we want to die? That's right. Forest is tree as chicken. Forest is to tree as chicken is to... I mean, that's too obvious. Night vision goggles. That's wrong! What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A dog. I mean, I would imagine... What is the most efficient eating utensil? Spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? KFC. Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat, a pancake that looks like a silly face. I guess first one. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He's best boy. Sure. That's right. Total score failed. Only one wrong, not too shabby. You might just do alright, kid. You look up to see the Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He nods with approval. May I have your attention, student? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. And they scored it. Amazing. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good.
Everyone, can I have your attention?
Is it about lunch?
No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy folks, I'd like to make an announcement.
Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers.
But
Shh! Lunch. She said shh.
In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be the smell I smelled. Smelled?
Indeed, that smell.
You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true?
Is this?
Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head, its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that.
What do you think? What you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude?
Pshaw! Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick bird. Hold up. Oh, wait. Can I not? Oh, I can't. Oh, really? Okay, I can't zoom in the game, but look at the guy's face, like right here. See his face? That's apprehensive Pikachu, right there. That's apprehensive Pikachu, dude. Straight up. I just realized they're blinking. What is this mechanic? Next gen. They're blinking, dude. You wait to see what Zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach.
Yeah, that was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. Kya. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Okay, that's a hentai right there. Oh, please. Well, one the man if you don't want any. I'll take his. Whoa, all done. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration. That's a difficult word all of a sudden. And act unimpressed. Easy now, there is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Is this a metaphor or is this actually happening? Because I would not be surprised. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind, meditate on this moment, try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. Somewhere up ahead, a bright light beckons you. The flavors are so intense, you become wrapped up in them. Unable to resist, you reach toward the light that grabs your hand and pulls you closer, closer. Until your fingertip connects with the end of everything. You are forever lost in the land of tender fried chicken bliss. Your mind dissolves, there is no chicken sensei now. There is only herbs and spices. Though Miriam tries to revive you, she cannot. Game over. Try again. Am I starting from the beginning? You're kidding. No, dude. Come on. I keep dying in this game. This is difficult. What the heck? The cafeteria is nice. Okay. Aha. Aha. There is a skipping button on the top left. I guess I'll show it. Okay. So, focus your mind. Okay, we're gonna... I guess we're gonna identify the flavors.
Visual novel Dark Souls edition OHC.
Yes. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt, maybe? Pepper, too obvious.
Oregano, basil, maybe, but there's something else. Something dark. The Dark Souls. Something spicy. You dig deeper, deeper, deeper. Yes, even deeper still! Until you find it. Could it be? He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use censorship sound. You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. Steven! After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. One-on-one. Two good cooks. Two fat cooks. You approach Colonel Sanders. Oh, you're approaching me. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellowship? What exactly wasn't that chicken? Ha ha ha, how balls to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. Humble brag. It's just you and me. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I would be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie. I'll give you that. What's a moxie, chat? I'm opening a dictionary to tell you. Define moxie. Force of character, determination, or nerve. Okay. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use pshp. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow, you would never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you would get some if you searched. And definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before, so now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe, but you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I'll leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Nag him to show you your own strength. Wow him with the big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. Second is a dead end. I think second will be a dead end, but it just sounds like we're gonna be rude, so let's be modest. Oh, I saw hearts. We're triggering the flags. Progression, boys. Gotcha base. He's gonna be ours. It will be our empire, not just his. KFC would be like, you can do this, shocked Pikachu. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Wait a second. I know what would happen then. As in, before, when we were taking a test in the class, we had 4 out of 5 answers correct. If we got 5, we could probably get hearts on the Sanders again, and we might have to get all the hearts if there is multiple endings to get like the gay ending or whatever. Now you've got his attention.
The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Chicken Sensei. Why did I call myself that? I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place, it's magnificent. Finally we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? Blow your stuff? You're not going to blow anything except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome. Wait, what was the voice? Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two. That is me and you, if that wasn't clear. Wanna be my partner? Sure, Chicken Sensei, I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Bebop. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? I mean... not Bob, right? Simply not Bob, dude, right? We can't go Bob chair. Right? I think we should go the robot, because robot sounds useful. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school event is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp! Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Issue? I hardly know you. Ahaha. Clank judders and the panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes two flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare, easy enough, fancy, and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. All of them feel like whatever choices, honestly. B, octopus. You want octopus to splurt some ink on his face? 3. Either 2 or 3. 3 doesn't sound super fun though. He mentioned his grandmother. Oh yeah, you're right. We might be getting more information. We got hearts! Nice progress! I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And the gravy. I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. Can I'll go get the potatoes. No, please let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? The heck? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you would better keep your fingers off my man.
Did someone call for me?
Oh no, geez, Van, while I'm over here crushing Chicken Sensei's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley.
Van, are we working in a quarter instead of a duet now?
Actually, no. It looked like Chicken Sensei was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get to my level. Ha! Doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van.
She just winked. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense.
Oh, she talks about thighs? Okay. Whew. Yeah, she sure knows a thing about thighs, Mr. Chair. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel, hunk of hunks. In your time of need, turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. I would say let's go for Colonel. Oh no, hearts. Oh no. We might die here. Dead end. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I choose Colonel Sanders and Colonel Sanders chose me, isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Chicken Sensei as my partner for this activity and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I would say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Chicken Sensei's natural talent or their loyalty. That's a shot fired. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn, those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking and on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mash texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, something smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Huh. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds the spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Chicken Sensei. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you would both better be prepared to eat from wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes first? Van rushes back over a covered dish in his hand. That's an axe. Mashed potatoes with gravy, pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, a braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too... Oh, you've... You've ignored me for... I don't know what voice I used for this guy. I forgot.
You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy.
The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, Dad! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late, it has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! What the heck? Everyone step back, don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. That is gonna turn into zombie apocalypse. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things despite obvious danger has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. He's resistant. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Ghost of student.
Hello! I just turned into a ghost over here.
Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home.
What? Oh, the ghost. Oh, what? Like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly.
Those mashed potatoes you made in class today?
Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them.
They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with.
Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders?
Yes, Chicken Sensei.
There's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first.
Oh jeez.
See, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen.
And every day since I've been working towards that dream day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. Lifting so many weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, yo... Shut up! I'm not here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The spork monster is here to fight the hero. What just happened? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef at an emotional level. Wait, who said that? Wait, you can't read back? Oh no. Who said that previous line? Was it Colonel Sanders? I think it was Colonel. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Attack! You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upsets Spork Monster. Spork Monster grows on the attack. They spit hot gravity at you. You take 1 damage. Let's try defending.
Decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation? A feeling of fear or anxiety about something that may happen. So, being overly dramatic. You continue to stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure, you do you. Chat, my full screen broke again. Anyone knows how to fix it? Like, my taskbar just won't hide. How do I fix that? Yeah, this doesn't help it. Windows 10? I got an idea. I'm gonna restart Explorer XZ. Hold up. Oh, lol. There it is. Okay, restarting Explorer XZ fixed it. We're good. You continue to stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure you do. Spork monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Let's start attacking. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love. 1 damage. Spork monster is no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. They use utensil. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Defend. Buff up? No one can control this much buffiness. You start to feel bloated and, quite frankly, a little gassy. What the heck? You'd better attack soon or you're likely to explode. You decide to go on the attack. Showdown. Showdown does 2 damage. A powerful blow. Spork monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean this up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork monster prepares for his ultimate attack around the edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Hot pipe, power pinch. Hot pipe, power pinch does 10 damage. Spork monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. Let's spare them because they're food. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. The Spork monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon a closer inspection it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. Dark Chicken Master. You open the cover and find the library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you calm down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home in your tired state. You don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dreams, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Sleepy, sleepy. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? Chad, what's that poster a reference to on the left? I think the poster on the right simply says chicken, but on the left that looks like some K-pop. You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, pregnant. I think I might be like Clank. Okay, well, that's a bit different. Like him, like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him, like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. But is he legal? Is the better question. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? So they're after high school, so they are legal. Apparently. No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at the school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the... He was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. Wait, he was a car? I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it would be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School. Academy for Learning. I just realized that's a double pleonasm. You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Oh my god. Ah, ha, ha, sure you're dead. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Don't you dare. However, you don't tell her that you know a second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient. Dude, she looks like Mako from Kill la Kill, I just realized. That's totally Mako. Right? Like that pose? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals. And that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Oh god, please no hentai. Please Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me and the flavor was unlike anything I had ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it would be much use to anyone. Please, 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 it would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. No, no. What do you think? Should you protect the secret or share it with your bestie? Char, this is a terrible choice. Like, this is a death flag for her or death flag for our relationship with Colonel Sanders. No? Yeah, I would say fake ingredient. We can't just share it. We can't just share it, dude. But then she will be an idiot. I guess, what you gonna do? Sanders is the end goal, yeah. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name? I don't know, how about it was Eye of Newt? I know. Sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Nut! Wow! Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity, and she'll move on. In before she creates some like zombie macaroni again. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in, cherry blossom petals fill the air. Oh, that's a nice effect. Like that's very nice. This game has bigger budget than some of the fucking visual novels. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Stand back, run to him, of course. You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion and you'll ride away together. That will show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel! However, your sudden movement surprised the horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Oh god, that's a lot. Did it break? Hello? Did it break? Oh, the video is broken. You see a vision. Oh, Chica Sensei, I'm here to deliver your message. Not this guy. It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I have been trapped in the realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is... But before he can continue, you suddenly awake. Oh jeez! You awake to find Colonel Sanders standing to you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices, or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Seasoned musk? Compliment the craftsmanship of his horse's shoes. Lean in for a kiss. Hey, we're going balls deep, chat. We're going balls deep. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You've known him for a day. Are you really sure? I guess you must be. You put your arms around Colonel Sanders' neck and pull him in for a kiss. But he turns his face and you awkwardly kiss his ear. You can feel him shudder. Too soon, you clearly mistook his compassion for love. Your soul crawls inside of itself and you instantly die of embarrassment. Nice. Try again. Oh my god. And he was also like, oh. He was shocked, dude. He was shook. Makeup fake ingredient. We gotta catch up to where we were. I mean, we'll still run to him. We're gonna get kicked in the face. Compliment the craftsmanship. Maybe he shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals. You don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. But one thing is for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. And we just got the flag again. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals. Ashley and Van Van are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. Demon. They do that all the time. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming.
Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Whoa.
Tell them to stop acting immature. Act like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look. Chad, which one do we do here? I don't think it matters. Oh, my shoulder. 2. I feel like this is kind of like autistic behavior. You're like, hey, no. You're like, yeah, no. And then like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the 2. I don't like the 2. But first one is making a scene. So I guess I'll join in. You sit near the rivals but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van mutter something that sounds a bit like magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Okay, dude. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules. I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ain't you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes pen ache. Like when your pen aches? When you hurt your pen? And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after you encountered with Spork Monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad.
Ashley
immediately elbows Van, who hides the book behind his back.
I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret.
You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall. And they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Pop, as in Bob, is pinned to the wall. And they're tossing potato skins at him. What the heck? Hey, that's bullying! And a school dude.
We're playing.
Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class.
Beep beep.
Clank must be running late. He is in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty foot.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of balls.
You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Chat. I don't want to like ruin the mood. What if this game will turn into a school shooting? And it will have a message. And everyone's gonna clap to it. Like Pop is getting bullied, okay? I don't know. I mean, probably not, but I don't. Maybe I don't. Maybe not. Maybe. Like that kind of shock value, like I feel like would be like eye-opening. You know what I'm saying? You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything.
Bzz, whomp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer.
The ninja mixer?
Womp womp.
No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room.
Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them.
Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. He's like... he doesn't care.
Maybe I can help you with your business plan.
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now and I hope you're ready to learn.
Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it.
Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Down, boy, down. Auftroppen. Is he German now? That command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson? Truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was chicken who first signed their name. What? But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, chicken sensei. Naturally, this appears to you to be a simple platter. Sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A dog biscuit, a glass of water, a shimmering pepper. I would say pepper, because this feels like he brought us his dog food. Dog biscuit and glass of water, right? Right? I don't believe it's dog. Like, I bet if we choose dog biscuit, the Colonel Sanders is gonna look at us in a cringy way, and we're gonna die of embarrassment again. Like the third time. I'll go pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination that feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, oh! This guy again! I'm here to give you an important message, oh! You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... Cough, cough. I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Cough, cough. Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through... Cough. To fulfill... Cough. The prophecy... Cough, cough. You must... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh man! You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth and now it's gone forever. I ate the whole thing? I'm not gonna believe that. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed comparative cook-off. Food Wars. The level of theatrics with those two is off the charts. Okay, she has a fucking butcher knife. With the chain. Someone will take this art and make her into yandere with blood all over her. Like, just calling it right now. Just saying in advance. She has a butcher knife. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time, step up and tell them, you're on, let's do a challenge. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Good one, Van. I like your gumption, chicken sensei. We got hearts again, Mr. Shatter.
I'll be watching your performance.
Just as things reach boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, my students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense, you breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Timer ready? Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Hurrah! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me. In case anyone was wondering, I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like, like a diamond. I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine.
What pressure? There is a heart at the end of the butcher knife. I'm scared.
I will defeat you myself.
You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly.
What temperature does water boil at?
100 seconds after you turn the heat on.
That's right, but how would you have even gotten into the school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you.
Probably not.
You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? 10? 10. Fuck! I've seen schnauzers with better sense than that, and that miniature kind no less. God damn it. Now that you've got some basic steps we fucked up. We probably won't get a flag here. That's negative points to Colonel Sanders. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Vigilance. What do you mean? I'm begging you to get it together, get it. I'm a dog, it's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You had better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. My mom's vagina? That place? That, like... Dude. Now would be a great time to harness that energy, so where does it come from? Shoulder of Orion? What? That's right, that is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. What Orion? Aru! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Silence. That's right, when they taste your cooking, they will be so taken with that they'll be unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye.
I believe in you, Chicken Sensei.
He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonful gravy? What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the I feel like you can't get any answer in there. You're supposed to be like right there. Grrr. You are stranded on a desert island with only one desert cookbook. Which do you take? What a honk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't it be focused on the challenge or falling behind? I don't know what I just clicked. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Wolf, wolf! You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Hey, yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes it means sacrificing the personal touch. Where? You might not have any hands, but Chicken Sensei does. And a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get that far by going the easy way.
I don't get it. What's happening? When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Chicken Sensei, no, I'm gonna lose my hand. But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way you can turn out much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Chicken Sensei's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under the white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. She missed the chocolate though. The chocolate's not on the fucking food, it's next to it. Nice aim. I was going to ask Chicken Sensei to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind letting your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. It's a house. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream, 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. That's a lot of things. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Plus, there isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you, hee hee.
As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Put yourself between colonels. No, okay, let's not be pushy, okay? Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quads to be alone. I'm taking a lot of damage all of a sudden. What the actual heck? The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. Define obstetrician. A physician or a surgeon qualified to practice in obstetrics. Pepe hands. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. Oh, that sounds like NA. Yup. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening shadowy presence. It's the spork monster! Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. Porco! It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, but And after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Oh, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jammed by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile up a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. Oh! Oh yeah, we did attack first. That's hecked up. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once. Well, no, I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. Magic spellbook. Precisely, I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and you shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guilt. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Chicken Sensei, together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite, you can imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond. Oh, we're gonna intertwine our cooks, right? It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made a decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there's something, it's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures, but I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy, both, perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret? We're gonna reveal it, because it sounds like we're gonna make the chicken nuggets and he's gonna steal them and butt in. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Oh! The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lug's hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? I need a drink. I've been talking for 1 hour straight without drinking. Make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. He's gonna... Okay, you guys think about it. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the colonel. Oh, really? Chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy. Taxidermy is where you stuff the real animal with like something, and you know, like they used actual animal to make this statue here. Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Oh my god. Tap on an item, okay. Let's look outside. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then the the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name. Right now it's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window, a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. Okay, dude. You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and see that there is a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Alright, so we unlocked the door, but now I'm kinda curious. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. Okay. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Oh, I missed that. What did it say? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? Okay. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just a silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver. Okay. A scented candle, you pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool. Freshly starched collar. Piece of wood floating in the lake. Summer of 69. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... No, we got the 3! This must be where he keeps his secret recipe. You think for a moment what number is important to Colonel Sanders, then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it you find a single note. Can the chicken be prepared sashimi style? Hum. Tap on an item. Okay, we have one thing left and that's the door. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug. Breathing in his scent, they say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they mean? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I usually don't load those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. You decide that now is the best moment to make a big move? Nah. You tell him you're cold. You fess up and tell the truth? What's the truth though? Should we tell the truth? I don't know how far the game is gonna roll us if we screw it up. I feel like if we confess, we're gonna get shot down again. I feel like a pog, A. Chat, I feel like second one is like implying. I feel like if we choose B, we're gonna get a hug. I don't know what is the truth though. Like what is the fess up and tell the truth? The truth? But we didn't lie! What do you mean? When did I lie? You wanna bang is the truth. That you want to fill his friend. God damn it, chat. You guys only want his chicken, chat. I swear to God. You only want his cock, his rooster. Okay. I'll tell him I'm cold. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why did you come a little closer? Suddenly everything feels like it's moving too fast. We're gonna have babies in 5 seconds. Final exams are tomorrow and you should be thinking about what you're going to cook. Final exams after 3 days. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Chicken Sensei. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift into a slumber. Dream sequence, nice. Alright. I feel like... Where are we gonna wake up? Are we gonna be at home? We might be at... We'll see. You awake to a beautiful morning. Oh my god, in the Colonel Sanders hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Something. In some jurisdictions, psh, isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So would you say that you were the perfect match? Chatter. Calling it right now. The protag is the chicken. Protag will be a chicken. Watch. I'm calling it right now. Perfect match. He just said it. How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace, could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Take him down the peg, flatter him. They're both down. Flatter? Flattery is not good, but neither is shooting down. He was overconfident before, right? And his friend died to a gunfight. Peg him. I think we should peg. We can't just be a yes man to everything. Is peg like the new pog? It's good, but my mom made better. Colonel Sanders' expression grows serious. Did your little jab land too hard? Colonel, I know what you're going to say. I need to be better if I'm going to leave my mark on this world. A single tear begins to pull in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. Wow. Yeah, just run away. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for none. For no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something bad had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but... You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. With the robot. Right? With the robot. And... hentai. I think I can believe that. Since I had been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. What? If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, I feel like that was not supposed to be a choice. I feel like that was supposed to be... Unless there is a choice later. Well, maybe there is a secret path. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. Wow, we lost a friend. Nice. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Bob, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because you know, he's a Bob. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Wait, where is the... Chat, has the text always didn't have a outline? Did this text was never outlined? Wasn't there a black outline around the text before? Or did I just not notice? Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Hehe, sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
Aww.
You can't get your swirly dip too. You can get your swirly dip too.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school.
Valid argument.
There is that horse that Colonel Sander rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Chicken Sensei, suggesting I picked on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Nice. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Chicken Sensei, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure he'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Oh, okay, dude. I thought you were gonna bite it off because you were eating so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? Wow. Hey, imagine being this jealous, dude, as a pro tag. What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say, it was bland.
Excuse me, Chicken Sensei, I am more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods.
See you inside, Chicken Sensei. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley, hey, for who you know she... There is no way to scroll back the text, and I just accidentally pressed continue.
Well, we're gonna have to live without that line, or you can clip it and read it yourself.
In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley,
You take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Why did we get the book? What the heck? We shouldn't have it. Wow, that's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found laying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time to creating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anywhere I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. We're getting edgy. We're getting edgy, dude. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Where did we get this book from? What the heck? Don't do it, dude. Don't do it. Chad, what the heck? I want to say either we're not gonna do it, we're gonna fail the exam and Sanders will be disappointed, or we will do it and it's actually a good ending. What should we do, chat? Don't do it, do it. Cast a spell, do it. Death Note? It's not Death Note. It was a monster drop, but the bad guys had it. Right? Do it. You begin to recite the spell, but you stumble on the words, and the only effect it seems to have is to make you forget what it is you were doing. Okay. Alright, after looking at the page again, it comes rushing back to you. You begin to recite, but you stumble, and it makes you forget what you were doing. It seems like a terrible idea. Don't do it, memories are important. You begin to recite, but you stumble. Alright, after looking at it comes rushing back to you. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. You begin to read it again, knowing that nothing can stop you now. Now it's GG. Hold on to your butt. Bad ending? You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. We went back in time to the beginning of the game. Fucking goddamn it! No! I'll try to redo all the choices we had. Alright, well, luckily you can skip. Oh no, we're gonna have to do the tournament. Wait, isn't there a... Oh, there it is. Wait, I reset the game's progress as well. Oh no. Oh no, are you serious? I can't believe I've done this. Luckily, the game is not that long. Okay. Like, at least to the point where we got. Amazing. Amazing. Sit by Colonel. How important is washing hands? Important. Better. What? Cooking utensil? Spork.
プレーザルゼロですサウンドプノコ
Is Sprinkles a good boy? I remember we got one wrong. Okay. I'm trying to repeat the whole thing the same way. I know we got a different one there, but I got a different one before. So we ended up at 4 out of 5 again. Okay, because I don't want to cheat. Identify the flavor. Oh.
イマジンビーイングとプレイドバイ A ビジュアルノベルオミガルル
Outplayed by visual novel? Yeah, imagine there being no save feature. Mike, we lost memory. We're at the beginning of the game. Yup. It sounds ridiculous, dude. I don't know how far we got. I don't know how long the game is. Given how there is no save files, I feel like it's not that long. Oh, okay. So up till now we passed four sections in the game. Oh no, we're gonna have to attack the same way. I did attack. Hook with love, then I defended. Then I attacked. Hook with love. Then I defended. I buffed up. Then I attacked. Showdown. Spare. This is the fight again. How long did this take? I see the book, but weren't the bad guys playing with the book? I remember they were playing with the book at some point on the day 3. Or not day 3, maybe day 2 in the class, right? There is more than one book. Oh, the lore thickens. Fake ingredient. Run to him. Don't kiss him. The worst part will be the quiz. The book from the monster is a copied one. Dude, why are you spoiling the story? As the monster said before, I don't remember that, really. Shimmering pepper, Really? I suck at paying attention to lore when I'm streaming, dude. Okay. 100 Celsius, yes. I'm gonna say the same thing I did before. Even if it's wrong. Wait, what? I died? Try again? What the heck? How did I screw that up? I was choosing the same answers. You're on. So, water boils in 100 Celsius. Then I pressed 10 instead of 11. Then I said vigilance. I'm begging you to get it together. Get it. I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time. Dog jokes. Last one. Small town where the big dreams are born. Okay, there you go. Alright, here it doesn't matter what we're gonna choose. I broke my hand in the mixer, then the girl thinks she won. Then she overcomplicated the dish. Internalized the rage. Then the monster is gonna appear. Reveal it. All right. I mean, we can just, you know, go through this fast. I wonder if there is a button for this. Chat, can you guys tell me what Belkan is? Because I still have no idea what Belkan is.
Oh.
We're called... Alright, we're approaching it. We're approaching it. We're almost there. Take him down the peg, and then we were at school. Move on from Colonel and focus on school. I feel like we're gonna get bad ending. Anyone else? Alright, where are we in the game? We're approaching. This is the last. This is the second last, I think, section. So we're gonna have a choice now about the book. Don't do the spell. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. And don't reset the game's progress. Thank you very much. We lost like 10 minutes. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dark moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Dog moment? He's gonna vomit. He's gonna vomit. I'm gonna wait. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you to never come back here, Terrence. I'll destroy you, Terrence. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Chicken Sensei, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, what? But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. What love drama? What is happening? Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clang appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clang's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan, the J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. I find it interesting that the machine that could probably be very easily repaired is the one into hardcore sports, right? Sad beep. That's a meme right there. That's gonna be a meme. Sad beep noises. Oh no. Sad beep. Clang begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep. Bzz. Oh, he broke. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate, but we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. The test time approaches. You're all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Oh, okay. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. It's not cocoa, it's... Is it cocoa? There was some... I saw recently about pronunciation of cocoa and I think I'm mispronouncing it. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up with Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else wants to bring along. Whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Doug is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Chicken Sensei's famous chicken pot pie. After practice... Dude, chicken pie? Why does that sound delicious? Even though it shouldn't. I would eat a chicken. I'm hungry! After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Chicken Sensei, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You would usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but the decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it like there was no sound. Fess up about your practice dish. Can I... Let's do the practice dish, right? Obviously. Like, we can't be love-struck to the point where we have no idea what are we doing, right? We gotta focus on what we're doing, and they're secondary. So we're talking about the dish. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you would expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. The loving cook? But it will probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. That's a chicken pie? You just put the fucking pie on top of a bowl? Really? This is the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. Dude, we're skipping the fucking lore right now. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that will push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11. Yeah, 11. Good to know it's 11. 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe: copyright fried chicken, or all rights reserved chicken, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at full 10 out of 10 with the frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders butters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into the itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Buster Blaster! Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll. Roid. What? You're buttering your chicken? Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. She knows! Dude, she knows, dude. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No. Do it the hard way, because, you know, hard way is supposed to reward you. But this will be interesting, so we might do it later. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Chicken Sensei. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Chicken Sensei, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who is cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, bud. Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. Why? It's the secret ingredient. No. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. No! And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? Karma! The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. I remember something, Steve. What thing had a Steve recently in it? Did I see a YouTube video? There was some like space shuttle called Steve or something? No, EVE Online. Okay, I remember. They called the first Titan in EVE Online ever, I think, Steve. Yep. Steve, wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve and I hate to battle, so I would say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of cooking competition. I love the stuff, it's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Pepper heads. Steve the spork monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Ha, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be the top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in Monster School that I had fallen asleep during Scare Tactics class when I woke up. You toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep within, deep down within yourself, give up and drop out of culinary. Come on, dude. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for spaghetti. Yes, Chicken Sensei, you're the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you had been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy curses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you are powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. God damn it! We're gonna lose memory again. But don't worry, dear Chicken Sensei, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy! Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting? If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hey, hey, I'm flying! It sounds like he's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. He doesn't know he's getting bullied again. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought the wedgie was a salad. My cat just opened the door again. Lunya! Hold up. My cat is a magician. She's flying too, on the broom. Lunya! Hey, I'm back. Hello. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? How did I tangle my earphones? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say it's not the worst prank in UCS AL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks? Pranks? Clank? Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature weird beep or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged. I guess we'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it's been a long semester. 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto maki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. What? Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+, rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed, she gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Chicken Sensei, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I'm made. Uni over smooth egg custard and an ox-horn urchin shell topped with caviar. That looks expensive. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? What? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand, doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose closed on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to this thing. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Shocked Pikachu. Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour. Don't discount simplicity. Simplicity, I think. That isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next to end, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I would ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school. Got toast in your ears or something, Chicken Sensei? I told you it's a display piece. Actually, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and it did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I would go to College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I mean, valid argument. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You're disqualified! Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to the... She has the butcher knife again in her hand. She storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. Two chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Dude. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing. It completely blew me away in my 49 dog years of life. I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. What? You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese ball. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, and the Van Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. This fucking pacing right now. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. We're on the final bite already, chat. DJ Dog is in the house. Oh, Roo. You know that Sparkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Oh god, what the... They changed clothes. Not for the better though. Is that an angry face that is smiling? Van Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation is clearly written in the book's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I would prefer that everyone refer to me by my name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork, sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know, she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing of the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of Suchen such and such. Sorry, I thought it was German. Such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. Miss Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Wow, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives.
Howdy, classmates.
Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and men by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No fucking way. That's so random! No, it's not the end. So as everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor.
Chicken sensei, what are you doing sitting all alone?
Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance.
I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person?
Off the top of my head, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few.
It is truly my lucky day. Would you dance with me?
Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Chicken Sensei. How sweet, we'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks.
Work together? Well,
I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you to run your restaurants?
I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward?
Could it be you found the love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school.
Oh my dear Chicken Sensei, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually.
I think that was like, we failed the flags. I think we failed the flags, Char. We didn't get all the Sanders points.
And along the way, you'll have me by your side.
The end.
What? No fucking way, dude. Come on.
What the heck? How about credits? I feel like we got bad ending. There is no way. I'm stress eating. Okay. Should we? Should we fix the choices we got wrong and go again? Mr. Jaro? Yes? I don't think we're done because there is no credits. There has to be credits at the end of the visual novel. Uh-huh. I think we should go again. Skip through it. Wait. Can I press continue? Yeah, the credits are right there, but that's not what I mean. Okay, so this is the last save point. Oh yeah, we can also try. We're gonna try to summon the monster. We're gonna use the spell book. I want to see what happens when you use the spell book at the end. Not this one, the next one, during the final showdown. Can I, like, jump here? Let's see if this jumps forward. This should jump forward. Okay. Cast a spell. You take out your own spellbook and let your instincts guide you to a page you've never seen before. It's a summoning spell that will conjure up a spork monster. Now seems like a good time to add some chaos to the mix. You have summoned me. The broom cooking arena. So many fond memories of battling in this place in my old life. In your old life? I wasn't always the monster you see before me. No. Once I was but a student like yourself who attended the school. Spork monster notices that the book you're holding. I see what's going on here. Things aren't going your way, huh? Been there, my friend. I tried to cast a spell on myself to imbue my body with the powers of my favorite foods. As you can imagine, things did not go as planned. When people say, only cast in case of emergency, they mean it. Like, I wonder what other paths we can take. Like, could we do like Ashalehe route? I'm kind of in a pinch here, got any ideas? The Spork monster smile curls up mischievously. For starters, never cast spells on yourself, cast them on your rivals. Just tell me who is giving you trouble and we'll take very good care of them. You motion to Ashalehe, and before you can think better of this dastardly decision, he recite a spell that turns her into a chicken. Now a mere bird, she flaps her wings and glides off into the produce section of the arena far from her station. Okay, gotta go, bye. Uh-oh, this could be dangerous. You're immediately racked with guilt over this act of blatant transmogrification. You don't know what to do. It would be a poetic justice for Ashalehe to live out the rest of her days as a chicken, and yet this seems unspeakably cruel. After all, it's just a cooking competition. Nah, she's fine. Chicken Ashalehe pecks around at the base of some cabinetry, searching for some loose vegetables to eat. Chicken sensei, how could you? Cheating on a final exam. I've never been more disappointed. And here I was considering you for a place not only in my future chain of highly successful chicken restaurants, but also my heart. Without hesitation, he casts a counterspell from memory that saves her. There is such a thing as competing with honor, and this does not qualify. I no longer want anything to do with you. Oh my god. We could try saving her, but we're not gonna get the points anyway. But I definitely see that there should be a good ending. And I think we got neutral ending. Go for Ashalehe. Ha ehe. Okay. Chat, do you want me to go for the good ending or are we good? Try to save. You turn to the next page, cast several reversal spell. Chicken Ashlehe immediately transforms back into herself. Bok! She's in a shock and she's still exhibiting some chicken-like movements, but otherwise appears to be alright. Is it just me or does the chicken seem remarkably fresh today? Is he talking about Ashlehe? Alright, then you realize that Colonel Sanders witnessed your entire sabotage. He's not impressed. Your heart sinks as you think of how much you might have disappointed him and ruined your chances of any kind of future together. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Give up. You made it this far and now you're going to quit. Suit yourself. Okay. I think you should head in between those ties and suffocate yourself. I think let's do one attempt on getting all the choices for Colonel. Wait, what the heck? That's too far. I guess we're gonna start from the beginning. Okay. We managed to eat something. I think there's only Miriam and Colonel route. Miriam route? Really? I could see that. Because we could choose to sit next to Miriam in class. Wait. When true gay sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Clean yourself up. Oh yeah, and now Colonel is gonna give us the handkerchief, right? I mean, why not though, right? Can't even with KFC, man, they win the fast food wars. I mean, he did smile and blush a little bit. Oh my god. Alright. Feather. Spork. That's right. And best boy. That's right. Perfect score. Be honest, did you cheat? Yes. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tell your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. How diggity true gay. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. True gay, dude. True gay. True gay. Alright, what was happening here? I don't remember. Should we go first or second here? Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Or savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders. The first one was decent. But maybe... this one's like more intimate? Swim towards the light. Let's see if this gives us the hearts. True gay. Maybe I fucked it up. Maybe I feel like I fucked it up. Hold up, do 3 again. Nah, 3 is a dead end. No. I'll try to. Okay. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Along with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time. He smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. What was on chicken? How bold to ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. Keep a secret. Alright, this is the same. I'm gonna go ahead. We know this one's good.
Aw.
We're gonna do the same thing here. Grandmother. Dude, we're collecting all the points right now. Whew. I feel like you could go for Miriam. I feel like you could. There is choices for that. We're gonna defend. Which defenses will you choose? Close your eyes tight, but then open one just enough to squint and see that the spork monster across the battlefield. For some reason, it makes you feel more prepared for what comes next. He goes on the attack. I'm gonna keep defending. I'm not gonna buff up. Mashed Mind draws energy from Mother Earth. They're growing larger. Same thing, we're not attacking. Spork monster is no quitter, buffed up, ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. You take 2 damage. If you take too much more damage, you're gonna die. Defend. I don't care. You curl into a ball. I'm not cut out for this. Oh, we're dead. Feeling vulnerable, Spork monster prepares for his ultimate attack, rounded edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Xander summons the energy of 1000 chickens. 10 damage. Is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork monster spews steam into the night. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of the gnarly beast. The same thing. Be gone, beast. I won't forget this. Scuttles off into the night. Cookbook. Okay. Alright, we've been here. Day 2. That was a long day 1, wasn't it? Or is it day 3 already? Nah, we have to go to Sanders' house. Do we make up the ingredient here? Like, Sanders will help us later, thanks to this. But if we tell her what it is, then Sanders is gonna see and he's gonna be pissed off. Fake ingredient. Run to him. I know there is hearts here. There is hearts here when we get kicked. Compliment craftsmanship. He's happy. Stop acting immature. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. That kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Oh, you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if I had ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity, it takes panic. I remember reading this. You finally get a look at what they were hiding. Alright, this is the same thing. The same thing. Save it for the arena. Uh-huh. I mean, are we taking the pepper here? We could go for glass. History lesson. We're not gonna eat the dog biscuit. Like, the pepper doesn't benefit us, honestly. You grab the glass of water, gulp it down, it's cool and crisp, but like the purest snow melted by a mountain spring. Hey, that was mine! It was from my favorite toilet! And you've got an excellent taste. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We'll make mistakes, I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. I just drank fucking toilet water for $6. Are you serious? I'm gonna cry. Alright, you're on. Competition. Time to boil some water. 11. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you've headed in the right direction. Okay. Oh fuck, I don't know which one's here. Trust? Fuck! Roll back! Ahem. Not trust and not vigilance is needed for cooking, chat. Did you know? Apparently. Okay, dude. Gratitude? You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace. When you were a child and your father told you never forget where you came from, every day you meditate on his advice, draw energy from that place. Small town, where big dreams are born. That's right, this is your shot, you're not going to miss it. That's 4 out of 4. Silence, 5 out of 5. I believe in you, true gay. He's actually cheering you on. Alright, well, we can't choose anything here. Walking along the beach. What does this have to do with crafted chicken? Ashley is done. Oh yeah, so now we're gonna put our hands in the mixer. Okay. I don't think we got good points for internalizing the rage, did we? I think we ran away. 2, you think? I'll have to do this whole section again if we get it wrong. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off of his glistening face. He recalls and brushes you back. This goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional, saving that for flavor for later. Nice. 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 Oh no. I thought they were randomized, but they're not. My cat opened the door again. Lunia! Instead, she opens the door and walks away. What a troll! What a troll! Lunia! I'm gonna have to lock my door with the key, dude. Alright. You burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire. Yo, I expected Ashley Hay to play a bigger role in this game, and I'm kind of disappointed. Pork monster, Borko, it is I. Reveal it. He loves it. Alright. I guess we can skip that. Let's try to tell the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for... Oh my god, he likes it. Okay, right choice, Chad, right choice. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, true gay. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right, we should take things slow. You tug late into the night, drifts into a slumber. He feeds us. We could try flattery. Oh my god, it works. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pull in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner, could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion, confused, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out of the door and get home. Alright, that's still the same. This is the last day, chat. Miriam tells you to move on. Oh my god, no, I can't. I wonder if we got all the right choices. Don't do it, Mr. Chair. Let's do the homework thing. You reach into your backpack, grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologize for the outburst. And that seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like an upgraded work. My, true gay. Were you studying something with cinnamon? I have been sitting in on a lecture series start around the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Trigay, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom, you see. But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over. Sprinkles is interrupted. They argued before. And final battle, boys. Practice dish. Dude, I want to believe we got them all, but I'm not confident. Okay. Do it the hard way. Another point. Nice. Like, we're definitely getting points. Something's happening. Extra power. Mac and cheese. Miriam has small food, those two guys. Kids and pranks. First dish. Second dish. You got stung. Third dish. Please don't eat. A cook for eating, a school for eating, not a school for cooking. Oh my god. This is the same. Alright. Alright, this is where it can change. DJ dog. New clouds, no ghosts allowed. It's actually a human. Miriam found love for cooking. You know she's gonna do great. Red carpet rolls. Pop is coming. He's the king because he's the son of the dean. You were unable to complete. Accept your Oh, now I get it. Music dance interrupted by sound of sparkling electrical hissing. It's Clank. He's an alien. He's gonna leave. Colonel arrives. How the class merged like the first day you met him. He has appeared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give him a bucket of chicken. This time it's full meal. Not the end. Nope. It's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Colonel? Yes, Truge. I couldn't help but wonder, was our final exam time team up purely an act of strategy carried out by two cunning chefs, or was it something more? That's different, right? This is not the dialogue from before. I'm afraid I can't answer that question directly. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. May I have this do? Colonel Sanders extends his hand to you and you feel a surge of energy jump off the tips of his fingers. His hand, the hand of a master chef so dedicated to the craft of fine cookery. So tender yet refined, so milky smooth fingers like finely buttered drumsticks turned in flour soaked in buttermilk and dusted with exotic spices. But they do not reach for tongs, a knife or even a spork. We got it, Char. Good ending! Tonight they reach for you. And though our feet may tire of dancing, I believe that this is just the beginning of our steps together. Colonel Sanders, Will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen as my co-chef and partner in business and in life? You gasp, could it be? Is he really saying, me and you together? Ever since I met you, my dream has changed. It's not enough to simply open the world's greatest chain of fried chicken restaurants. No, even then, my life would be incomplete without you by my side. So what do you say, partner? I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders. The end. Fuck. I feel like I wasted time. True gay. But nothing happened in the end. Okay, so I expected some fucking you know, like a plot twist at the end. I don't know. He becomes an alien and he sucks your dick, or I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about this. I mean, like, it was kind of quirky, right? But I feel like I wasted even more than you. Hey, at least I was being efficient about this, okay? How long did it take? Like 3 hours? I mean, I feel like the ending... Yeah, the ending is too fast. There should have been more. I feel like KFC could put themselves in the ending in a very nice way, and they kind of missed an opportunity. And now it just feels flat. Like it just ends. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of chocolate. There could have been more CGs. Yeah, the CGs depend on the budget, you know. It was kind of funny, right? It was kind of funny. The ending is just too abrupt. And you know what would be perfect? Credits rolling down and like a song playing. Then it would feel more complete, right? It's like, okay, well, now I feel like I spent 2 hours reading. No, I shall hair out, but hey, there could be a patch. They could patch it later on, dude. I could see them adding the characters to their IRL stores, right? And maybe I'm not sure if all of the things on the shown in the game are actually IRL in the like KFC menu. What if they add the food to their store that is here but is not actually IRL yet? I feel like that would be cool. Definitely free I don't know. I don't know. It was kind of funny. It was kind of funny, I will say. It was kind of funny. KFC season 2. Yeah, Ashley figures. Like, I wonder if enough people are gonna play this to actually give a fuck, but I could see like a few memes being created that would be funny. Like, I wouldn't say they half-assed the mechanical part. I mean, there is some bugs. Some things are a choice when there is no other choice, so it's like, what are we doing? You want Ashley hate to be a real thing? There's, I mean, hentai, dude, hentai. But other than that, we got the good ending and neutral ending. I'm not sure if there would be like a bad ending. Maybe there is a bad ending, but I'm good checking it. I think we're good, chat. That was Colonel Sanders visual novel. We didn't get Monica, but you know.